And it has been 2-3 days since I could not upload any videos for you guys. Sorry for that. I was a little busy with the online test for class 12 and class 10. So now the time has come. Today we are going to upload a new lecture, lecture number 3 on chapter 12. Okay, so in today's lectures, what we are going to study, we are going to study about unsaturated hydrocarbons. In the last video lectures, if you have not watched lecture number 02, then please go to my channel Kumar Sir and watch that video. Lecture number 1, lecture number 2, introduction to nomenclature, lecture number 1, and then nomenclature of alkanes. You please go to the channel Kumar Sir and watch lecture number 1 and lecture number 2 on unit 12, so that you can understand this lecture number 3 properly. Okay, now welcome back. So today we are going to study about unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, so what is unsaturated hydrocarbons? Here the definitions I have given, so let me read out and then we shall go for the explanations. So unsaturated hydrocarbon, the hydrocarbon in which the linkage between carbon-carbon is done with either double bond or triple bond is called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. So unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons in which the linkage between the carbon, at least the linkage between carbon-carbon atom is done through at least one double bond or triple bond. Then those, if double bond also it is there, then we will call it as unsaturated hydrocarbon. If triple bond also is there, then also it is unsaturated hydrocarbon. In the last video lecture, I have told you about saturated. Saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons in which the carbon-carbon linkage is done only through single bond, right? But unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons in which the linkage between the carbon is done through either double bond or triple bond. Example here it is given, CH2 double bond CH2. So this is an unsaturated hydrocarbons. What it is called, we will be studying next. Another example I have given you, CH triple bond CH. So this is also an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Why? Because these two carbons are linked with what? One double bond. So they will be called as unsaturated hydrocarbon. It is not like that only. If you want more examples, the examples will be like this. CH2, CH3, CH2, CH double bond, okay, CH2. So this is also an unsaturated hydrocarbons. Why? Because it contains one double bond is there, so it will be considered as unsaturated hydrocarbon. Similarly, triple bond is also there, then we will consider it as unsaturated hydrocarbon. Dear students, I hope you have understood it, what is unsaturated hydrocarbons. So let me tell you once again, unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons in which the linkage between the carbon-carbon atom is done either by double bond or the triple bond. At least one double bond or triple bond should be there in that particular compound. Then that particular compound we will call it as what? Unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, now coming to this, now unsaturated hydrocarbon, double bond and triple bond is there. So those unsaturated hydrocarbon which contain double bond, what will be the name of it? So the name of that family will be called as what? The hydrocarbon in which at least two carbon are linked. Two carbons are linked through double bond are called alkene. So this belongs to which family? Alkene. There are three families: alkane, alkene, alkyne. So alkane I have already discussed with you in the last video lecture. This is alkene. The general formula of alkene is CnH2n. This thing all you have studied in class 10. It's just like a revision only. Okay, so general formula is what? CnH2n, and the example is CH2CH2. What it is called, what is the IUPAC name and all, we will be learning today. Okay, so this is nothing but alkene. Okay, got it, dear students? So what is alkene? The hydrocarbon in which at least two carbon atoms are linked through a double bond is called as a alkene. Okay, they are linked through a double bond or not? In the entire hydrocarbon, if there is one double bond also is there, then that particular hydrocarbon we will call it as what? It falls under which family? It falls under alkene family. Okay, and its general formula is CnH2n. Okay. Fine. What does this formula actually say tells us? Suppose here the value is C, n ka value is 2, then C will be 2, H how much it will be? 2 into 2, so it will be C2H4. So we will come to know that when C is 2, H will be 4. See here, C1 2, H is 4, right or not? If this C ka value is suppose 3, then what will be H ka value? We can find out H ka value. So C3 means H will be how much? 6. H 3 into 2, that will be equal to C3H6. Okay dear students, so this is the use of general formula. We use general formula to find out the combination of carbon and hydrogens. Okay, fine. Now coming to the third one, that is if triple bond is there, then what is the name of that family? So the hydrocarbon in which at least two carbons are linked through one triple bond. If the compounds contain at least one triple bond, if not triple bond, then at least two double bond, okay, 2 or 3 double bond, then that compounds will be called as what? Alkynes, or that compounds will comes under the family of what? Alkynes. See here, CH triple bond CH. So this is an alkyne family, and its general formula is CnH2n plus 1. Suppose is here n ka value is 1, so C1H2 into 1 minus 1, so it will be CnH1. Got it or not? So this is how we find out the formula for alkane. Okay dear students, I hope you are understanding it. Okay, so what is alkyne? Alkyne are those hydrocarbons in which at least one double bond, or at least two double bond, or minimum one triple bond is present in that particular compound. Then that particular compound we will call it as what? Alkyne, or we will call it as, yes, we will call it as alkyne. Its general formula will be CnH2n minus 1. Okay dear student, so take it down. And now we are going to study about the IUPAC, how to write the IUPAC name of these unsaturated hydrocarbons. When I say unsaturated hydrocarbon, automatically in your mind one thing should come, that is what? When sir is talking about unsaturated hydrocarbon, he is talking about the alkene and alkyne. Okay or not? And saturated hydrocarbon means we are talking about alkane. Dear students, I hope it is clear. So now we have studied what is alkene, what is alkyne, and what is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Now we are going to study about the rules of naming these unsaturated hydrocarbons. IUPAC naming of these unsaturated hydrocarbons we are going to study. So by the meantime, all of you take it down, then we will see. Okay dear students, so here is the rules for naming of unsaturated hydrocarbon. And unsaturated hydrocarbon, what does it mean dear students? It means alkene and alkyne, as I have already told you, right? Very good. So rules for naming unsaturated hydrocarbon, alkene and alkyne. So the first point, the first rule here is what? Same as alkanol, only the last rules we have studied, same as that, only little bit changes will be there. Select the longest continuous chain containing a double bond or triple bond. Now you have to select the chain in such a way that it should contain the double bond or triple bond. If you are not including the double and triple bond in the main chain, then that is not the correct method. For example, I will tell you. Example, you can see CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, and here it is CH2, CH2, and this is CH double bond CH2. Okay, so this is if they have given you the compound like this. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now here one rules will be, now we will be neglecting one rules, the rule number 1, which says that the longest chain should be the main chain, but here we are not going to follow that. In some cases we are not following that rules, like case like this one. select the longest continuous chain containing a double or triple bond. So we should select the longest chain in such a way that the main chain should contain the double or triple bond, whichever it is there in the compound. For example, here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This way if you go, it is coming 5. Okay, got it? Or just say it is coming 6 this way. This way when you are going, it is coming 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon are there. So as per the Alkene rule, it should be the main chain. As per the rules we have studied, the longest chains should be the parent chain should be the longest chain, which contains maximum number of carbons. So this one contains 6 carbon, and if you come this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this contains only 5 carbons, right? So that means according to the previous rule, it should be the longest parent chain. But here, since double bond is not there, if we go in these directions, if we are coming in this direction, dear student, listen properly. If we are coming in these directions, this contains maximum number of carbon, no doubt, but it does not include the double bond in the main chain. So this is not okay. We should select the main chain in such a way that if double or triple bond is there in the compound, it should be included in the main chain. So our main chain will be this one. Got it, dear students? Our main chain will be this. So what is the positions that you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 carbon. This one will be the main chain, and these sections it will become what? This one will be our branch, or we call it as side chain. Got it? So this one will become our side chain, and this one will be our main chain. Why? Because actually as per the rule, it is containing 6 carbon, it should be the main chain. But since the double bond, when we consider this as a main chain, double bond is excluded. It is not coming in the main chain. That is why this rule of selecting the main chain as the longest chain will drop it, because here double bond is not included. So that's why this one will become what? Branch, and this one will become our main chain. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, fine. Now third rule we are going to use, numbering should be done in such a way that the double or triple bond gets the lowest number. So if I start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then our double bond is attached to which carbon? Carbon number 4 and 5. So that means the double bond is getting 4th number, but the rule says that it should get lowest number. So dear students, we will start numbering from where? From right hand side. So from here we will name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the correct pattern of numbering. When you are numbering, remember, if double bond or triple bond is there, then the double and triple bond should get the lowest number, dear students. Okay, so here we will start the naming of it. Okay, now all the rules for naming the substituent or the side chain is same as alkene. So whatever rule was there for naming the substituent or the branch or the functional group remains same here also. Okay, no? So now let us name it. Before naming it, you see what is the position. This is the branch or not? This is the branch. So what is the positions of carbon? What is the number of carbon to which this branch is attached? 1, 2, 3. Third number of carbon this branch is attached to, right? So while writing the names, and I have already discussed with you in the last video, dear students, if you have not watched, go to my channel Kumar sir and watch it. Okay, I have already told you that in the branch, if the number of carbon in the branch is 1, then it will be called as methyl. If the number of carbon in the branch is 2, ethyl. If the number of carbon in the branch is 3, then it will be called as propyl. So here how many carbons are there in the branch? 3. So we will name it as what? And what is the position to which it is attached? At position number 3. So we will name it 3 propyl. Okay, 3 propyl. Okay, 3 propyl. And what is the total number of carbon in the main chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the parent chain or main chain. Okay, so total number of carbon is 5. So we'll write here pent Okay, now what is the position of double bond here? So double bond is present at, don't say 2, it is attached to carbon number 1 also, so we will take the lowest number. Okay, 2 also it is there and 1 also is there, so we will consider 1. So 3 propyl pent 1, and it is double bond. So for double bond the suffix what should be used? Rule number 2, En. So we will be using En. So this is the name of this compound, 3 propyl. Okay, 1 2 3 propyl, and total number of carbon in the main chain is 5. So pent, and what is the position of double bond? Double bond is attached to carbon number 1, so 1 in. So the name is 3 propyl pent 1 in. I hope, dear students, you have understood up to rule number 4. Okay, now we are going to discuss about rule number 5. Okay, got it? So if the multiple bond occurs, okay, if the multiple bond occur more than one positions, then diene or diene. If the number of double bonds is occurring in a single compound, if the double bond is occurring 2 times, or in a single compound the double bond is occurring 3 times, 2 times, then what suffix we will be using? Prefix diene or diene. We will be using it for triple bond diene, and for double bond it will be diene. And if it is 3, double bond in a single compound is 3, then triene, and that one will be triene. Example, CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2. So in this compound you see how many double bonds are there? There are 1 2 double bonds are there. So if I start numbering from here, what is the positions? 1 2 3 4. And if I start from here, 1 2 3 4, both the way the double bonds are getting same number, 1 and 3. So anywhere we can use it. Now while naming it, while writing the name of this compound, how we'll be writing? What is the total number of carbon in the main chain? 4 are there. So for 4 carbon in the main chain, dear students, I have taught you in the first lecture what it will be the root name. The root name will be but. So but, and there are 2 double bonds. What is the positions of double bonds? It is attached to carbon number 1 and carbon number 3. So we'll write but 1, 3, and what I have said, 2 double bonds are more than 1 double bonds are there, then we are using what? Di. So here 1 2 double bonds are there, so we'll use here diene. Got it? So what is the name of this compound? But 1, 3 diene. Okay, dear students, I hope it is clear. Now coming to the next example, that is for alkyne. So here also case is same. Here also you can see triple bonds are 2 1 2 triple bonds are there, and how many carbons are there? 4. So 4 carbons. What is the word root? But, and since it is triple bond and there are 2 triple bonds, so we will write here so we'll write the position first. Position will be what? 1, 1 2 3 4. 1 wait. Yeah. So 1 2 3 4 5. So there are 5 carbons. Okay. So if 5 carbons are there, then what is the root name for 5 carbon in the main chain? Pent. So right here pent. And what is the position of the triple bond? 1 and 4. So we'll write here 1, 4 di, and these are all triple bonds, so diene. Okay. So dear students, I hope you have understood it. This is the rules for naming the unsaturated hydrocarbons. After taking down this one, we shall do a few more questions on it. Okay, and then we will proceed to the little bit higher level of IUPAC. Okay, alkene and alkyne का IUPAC name already rules I have discussed with you a few minutes ago. Now we are going to do some questions based on those rules. Okay, fine. So now let us start with the question number 1. Okay, dear students, let us start with the question number 1. So when we start with question number 1, dear students, you see here the first one is CH3CH branch, that is substituent CH3, again C double bond CH2, CH2, CH3. Now dear students, you see here, if if we go straight, number of carbon is 4. If we go in this way, 1 2 3 4 5, okay, if you go in that way, okay, in that way also the number of carbon is coming how much? 1 2 3 4 5. This way it is coming 5, but the main chain is not but the double bond is not getting included in it, so we will not go for that. So how we'll go? We'll go in a straight chain so that the double bond is included in the main chain. Okay, so as per the first rule, we have selected that this will be our main chain, right? Done. Because in the main chain there should be double bond or triple bond. If it is present, it should be included in the main chain. Now second rule says that the numbering should be done in such a way that the double bond should get the lowest number. So if I start the numbering from here, 1 2 3, the double bond is getting third positions, right? But another options I have is here. If I start from here, double bond is getting position number 1, so we'll go for this because this is the lowest number, right? In this way the double bond is getting lowest number, so we'll start from here, 1 2 3 4. Okay, once again I'm telling you, dear students, if you come from this side, 1 2 3 4, the carbon which is attached to the double bond is getting third number, but our rule says they should get the lowest number. So another possibility is also, if there is no possibility then to fine, but possibility is there that if I start numbering from here, the double bond will get position number 1. That's why we will follow this way, from right to left we are going, so that the double bond get the lowest number. Okay, I hope this point is clear. Now coming to the branching. Okay dear students, so branches are present at which position? The one branch is present at position number 2, another branch is present at position number 3. Now the branch which is present at position number 2, how many carbons are there in the branch? 2. So 2 carbon means the name will be what? Ethyl. As I have already discussed with you in the second lecture, that if there is 2 carbon in the main chain, in the branch, then we will use the prefix ethyl. And here how many carbon in the branch? Only 1. So this one, the name will be methyl. Okay, so this one will be ethyl and this one will be methyl. Now dear students, if you have gone through the videos, lecture number 1 and lecture number 2 for class 11, you might have come across one rule which says that while naming the branch, while naming the compound, we should go alphabetical order. So here you can see that here it is ethyl and this is what? Methyl. So okay, just a minute students, excuse me once. So go ahead. I thought that it is locked, that's why I have switched not on. Okay, so here the branch is what? Here the 2 carbons are there in the branches. So as per the rules, we have studied that if 2 carbons are there in the branches, we will be calling it as ethyl. If there is only 1 carbon in the branch, we will call it as methyl. This one we have already studied. So alphabetically, if you see, E come first and M come next. So first of all, while writing the name, we will write the prefix name will start with ethyl. So what is the position of ethyl? 2. So we'll write here 2 ethyl. Okay, 2 ethyl dash. What is the position of methyl? 3. So we'll write here 3 methyl this dash is very important, you have to give. Okay, so 2-ethyl, 3-methyl, and what is the total number of carbon here? Notice what is the total number of carbon in the main chain? 4. So we'll write here but, and what is the position of the double bond here? 1. So but 1 in. So the name of this compound will be what? 2-ethyl. 2 carbons are there in the main branches, so ethyl, and 3-methyl but. Main chain, what is the total number of carbon? 4. So root name will be but, and position of double bond is what? It is attached to carbon number 1 as well as 2, so, but we will take it as 1. So main chain double bond is attached to carbon number 1, so but 1, and it is double bond, so suffix will come in. I hope, dear students, it is very clear. Okay. If it is not clear, take the books. Your book will be there. You take it. If you don't have the book, you just message me. I'll forward you the screenshot of the questions. You can solve it. Okay, fine. So question number 2 now we are going to do. Here you can see that triple bond is there. So as per the rule, we know very well the main chain will be that carbon chain which contain the double or triple bonds. So this one will be our main chain. So in the main chain, what is the number of carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbons, and another rule says that the numbering should be done in such a way that the double bond or the triple bond should get the lowest number. So if I do the numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, then the position of triple bond is getting which position? 3rd. But another option is there or not? Yes, we can start numbering from here, so it will get first position, so we will go for second options, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Excuse me. So for now we'll start the naming. As you can see at position number 3 there is one branch, so we'll write it first. So 3, because as per our rule the branch or the substituent should be written first. It will be used as a prefix. So it is a branch. So what is the position of this carbon? 3. And what is the branch? CH3. That is only one carbon is there in the branch, so it will be methyl. So 3-methyl. And what is the number of carbon in the main chain? 4. So 3-methyl but. And what is the position of triple bond? 1. It is attached to carbon number 1, so it will be but 1 ion. Okay, dear students. So this one name is this, and this one name is this. Okay, you should be very expert in these things. These are all class 10 I am teaching you. Okay, you should be very expert in this, because this one will help you a lot. If you don't know the name of the compound, then it will be very difficult. So that's why I'm telling you right now, the class has not started. So all of you, this is basic. Try to learn it properly, clear your doubts, so that in the coming days when you go into the chapter, you don't find it a problem. Clear? Okay. Now coming to question number 3. In the question number 3, as you can see, there are 2 double bonds. Okay. So obviously our main chain will be this one only, because the main chain should be the one which should contain the double bond. In the main chain, double bond should be included. That is the rule. Again and again I am telling you same thing, so that you will remember it. Okay. So now numbering. So if I start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is getting 1 and 3. The position of the double bond is 1, 2, 3. Third, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, right? In this way, you see the double bond is getting the positions 1 and 3. But if I go in this way, 1, 2, 3. So this way also double bond is getting the positions 1 and 3. So you can follow any one of these ways. Okay. But we will go for this method, this way, that is from the left to right, because in this way when we come from left to right, the position of branch is also getting lower number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I come from this side, the branch is getting which position? Third. But if I come from this side, the branch is getting second position, and carbon double bond to both the side, it is getting same position. So let's go for this one. So what is the position of the branches? As you can see, it is 2. So we'll write here 2. And how many carbons are there in the branches? Only 1. So it will be written as 2-methyl. Okay, students. So 2-methyl. And how many carbons are there in the main chain? There are 4. So it will be 2-methyl. Here, don't write capital, okay, it should be small. But dash, what is the position of double bond? 1 and 3. So we'll write here 1, 3 di in. Okay, so this is the name of the third compounds, 2-methyl but 1, 3 di in. Now coming to the fourth one. Fourth one is little different than others. So some of you might be having a in your mind, so okay sir, this thing is fine, here double bond, triple bond is there, so we are naming it like this. But what if double bond and triple bond together comes into a compound? So see here, the fourth one is that kind of example. Here you can see triple bond is also there, double bond is also there. Now what to do? Whom to give preference? Whom to give the lowest number? So dear students, remember the sequence. If double bond and triple bonds are there, the preference will be given to the triple bond first. So that means what? We will start the numbering from the triple bond side, because triple bond is more powerful than double bond. That's why it will be given the first preference. It's not powerful, but the thing is, when you go deep into the chapter, you will be knowing. But for time being, you just understand that it is more powerful. So here we'll start the numbering from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because triple bond should get the lowest number. So we have numbered it. Now we are going to name it. So how to name it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are there. So for there is no branches. So for 5 carbon in the main chain, we use the root name pent. And what is the position of this one? Double bond, it starts from ethyl, and triple bond ka name starts from ine. So it starts from Y and this starts from E. So definitely we will go alphabetical order. So pent, and we will be writing here 3-ethyl, pent 3-ethyl dash 1 ine. Why I have written ethyl first? Because E comes alphabetically first and Y it should be last. So the name of this compound will be pent 3-ethyl 1 ine. Again, I am telling you students, if double bond and triple bond both are included in a single compound, the preference will be given. Preference, whenever I say it, I mean to say the lowest number should be given to the triple bond, and then comes the double bond. And while naming it, you go for alphabetically. Double bond, it comes ethyl, or it comes ethene, sorry. Double bond, it will be coming as what? 3 in, sorry, it should be pent 3 in. Double bond starts with E and triple bond starts with ine. So here it will be E, and triple bond will start from ine. So here it will be 3 pent 3 in dash 1 ine. So this is the name of the compound. So these are the some examples or some rules related to unsaturated hydrocarbon, alkene and alkyne. So we have already done, students, alkane, alkene, alkyne. Now we are going to discuss about the rules of writing IUPAC name if the functional groups are present. Process of organic compounds, okay, and how we are going to write what is their functional group. This is the classes of organic compound. There are different classes of organic compounds are there. So I have listed here 9, okay, and what is a functional group? What is the functional group of that? We have listed here. And what if that particular compound, if this compound is present in a if this or a class of organic compound is present, if this functional group is present in the compound, then what will be the secondary suffix at the last or at the end of the name, what we should add? That one also I have written here. And example, with example, so that you can understand easily. Okay, in this way I will be explaining all the 9 functional groups classes, organic compound classes. Okay, try to understand what is functional group and all those things. We will be doing it when we will enter into the chapters. I will tell you, we will go in detail. Okay, but for time being you try to learn these things. Okay, so let's start. This is classes of organic compounds. Okay, there are 9 classes. Functional group means in this class what is the functional group, that one we are writing. If this functional group is present, if these symbols are present in the compound, then what will be the last name, that is surname, that is secondary suffix. So secondary suffix is given here, and example I have taken 1 So try to listen it properly and try to understand. Okay, so the first class of organic compound we have taken is alcohol. In the first lecture also I have just given a short 4-5 examples, but here we are going to discuss in detail. So classes of organic compound, the first one is alcohol. So alcohol ka functional group is OH. Okay, now secondary suffix we will use is ol. Now let us try to use it, let us try to apply these techniques in the given compound. See here, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. This functional group is present or not? So how to name it? Always, dear students, always remember, wherever the functional group is present, this one already I told you, wherever the functional group is present, the numbering will start from there, because we have to give first preference to the functional group. So 1, 2, 3. There are total how many carbon in the compound? 3. So what will be the name, root name? The root name for this will be prop. All are single bonded, so N, and at the last OH is present, right? OH is the functional group present, so secondary suffix will be what? Ol. So propan. And what is the position of alcohol? It is attached to carbon number 1, so 1 ol. Dear students, I think it is clear. I hope you have understood this. Okay, now coming to the second class of organic compound, that is aldehyde. So in aldehyde, what is the functional group we have? CHO. And what will be the secondary suffix which we will be using at the end of the name? That is al. So one example it is given, CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. CHO is present in the functional group. So we'll start the counting the number of carbons, and here this CHO ka carbon also we are going to count it. Okay, don't leave it. So when we count it, we will start the numbering from here, obviously, because it should get the first preference functional group. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the see, these are all functional group. I am circling it. Okay, so 4 carbons are there. The name will be butane. All are single bonded, so M. And here actually it should be butane, and here at the last CHO is there. Then what is the secondary suffix for CHO? Al. So we'll use al. As you can see, E and A both are vowel. So what we will do, 2 vowels come together. So E will be cancelling it. So the name will become what? Butan 1 al. Butanal. Okay, dear students. Everywhere here also E was there, so that one we have removed it and we replace it by all. Okay, fine. Next class of organic compound is ketone, and the functional group here it is what? C double bond O, and the secondary suffix here we are using is ONE 1. So one example is given here. You see CH3, CH, CH2, CH3. Functional group is what? C that's at 2 bonds and double bond OH. So double bond O is there or not? That means this is what? Which class of organic compound? Ketone. So how to name it? Or while naming, make sure that this one gets the lowest number. If I come from this side 1, 2, 3, it is getting. But if I come from this side 1, 2, so we'll come from this side 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there. So the name will be butane. And what is the position of a ketone? 2. So write butane 2, 1. Got it, dear students? Understanding? I hope you are understanding. Okay, with the help of this table I want to explain you all the functional groups, how we used to write the name, and then we will take the examples. Okay, now next class of organic compound is what? Carboxylic acid. So carboxylic acid functional group here it is what? COOH. and the secondary suffix, wherever it comes, the secondary suffix we use it, the name will end with oic acid, OIC acid. So here you see here CH3, CH3, CH2 and COOH. So COOH is coming here, the functional group. So here we will start the numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are there. So it will be butane. And what is the position of carboxylic acid? 1. So butane 1 oic acid. Okay, butanoic acid. Okay, dear students, if carboxylic is present, so the name will end with butanoic. If ketone is present, the name will end with 1. If aldehyde is present, the name will end with al. And if alcohol is present, the name will end with ol. So these are the functional group. I am encircling it so that you don't get confused. Okay. Now next is esters. So this is esters. So in ester, the symbol, the functional group is COOR. Here R represents, R can be alkyl group. And when I say alkyl group, I mean to say CH3. Okay. So here the name, secondary suffix here we will be using is OAT. OAT. So let's do one example, you will understand. See here 1, 2, 3. COO and R. See, instead of R, alkyl group is there, CH3. So here 3 are there, 1, 2, 3 carbons are there. So the name will be prop. Okay, prop, and it is present at second position. So propan 208, propanoate. Okay, so this will be the name of this propan, and carbon is present, this COO is attached at 2, so 208, or you can write propanoate also, that is fine. Now next class of organic compound is what? Acid chloride. Acid chloride, the functional group is COCl. Okay, and what will be the secondary suffix we will be using? Oil chloride, OYL, oil chloride at the end of this name. So one example, CH3, CH2, CH2, COCl, COCl. It is present here, so that means it is acidic chloride. Okay. So what will be the name of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon. So we'll write here butane. Okay, butane 1 oil chloride. Butane 1 oil chloride, because this is COCl is present at 1. So butane 1 oil chloride, or you can write it as butanoyl chloride. That is also correct. So acid chloride we have done. Dear students, remember, you have to remember the class of organic compound, you have to remember the functional group as symbols. These are the functional groups, you have to remember, then only IUPAC will be easy. And secondary suffix, you have to remember what is used, and these are the example I am giving you in order to understand. So acid amide, CO, the name of the class of organic compound is acid amide, and the functional group is CONH2. And what is the secondary suffix here? Here secondary suffix is amide. So amide is the secondary suffix. So example we have written CH3, CH2, CONH2. So we will start the numbering, always remember from the functional group side. So 1, 2, 3. So we have started it from 1, 2, 3. So here 3 carbons are there, then it will be propan. Okay, propan amide. Okay, so here propan 1 amide. At the end the name will come what? Amide. Propan 1 amide. Okay, if you don't want to write 1, then you can write propan amide also, but position number 1 it is not required to mention it, but position 2, 3 and 4, if amide is present, then you have to mention it. But at 1, if you are mentioning also, well and good. If not also, that is also fine. Now next class of organic compound is what? Nitrile, and the functional group here is C triple bond N. Okay, or we call it as CN. Okay, and the secondary suffix we'll use is nitrile. So here you see one example I have taken, simple one. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon, so it will be propan. And what is the secondary suffix? That means at the last word we should use propan 1 nitrile. Okay, so the name will be propan 1 nitrile. Okay, the last one is what? Amines. So what is the functional group here? NH2. And what will be the secondary suffix? The last name we will be using it for this is what? Amine. So one example is given: CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2N. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll write here butan 1 amine. Okay, students. So I hope you got a little basic idea about this functional group and how to name these functional groups. You have got a basic idea. You will take it down this one, and you, dear students, you will go through this, learn the table properly, so that in the next class we will start with the different type of functional group. All this, whatever we have learned, we will mix up together, and we will try to write the IUPAC name of those compounds. I really want from the bottom of my heart, dear students, that the trouble which I am taking for making the videos should help you. The benefit should be, you should be benefited by this, and it will be happening only when you are watching the video sincerely, you are studying your lessons sincerely and learning the things properly. Okay or not? So I hope and request and pray that all of you are watching the video sincerely. And it's not only you, if you have friends who are staying in different places or different parts of the countries or the states, and who are in need of this, their classes might not have started, or they may not have that facilities. So if you think that it will help your friends who are studying in different schools, different parts of India, different parts of Nagaland, please don't hesitate to share with your friends the videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. So here we'll conclude today's lecture, and in the next lecture we'll be going for the naming of all the compound in a mixed up way. So thank you so much, students. Study hard.